Hola, it's Shakera. Welcome back to Glow Beauty Wellness here on YouTube. And in today's video, we are talking about Ashanti. Boy, you fill me with so much joy. You give whatever it is I need. Yes, that Ashanti. I'm not saying I sound like Ashanti, but I love Ashanti, and how dare people body shame her and talk about her and say she's fat and say she's out of shape and all these things. And you know what? We're going to talk about this because, one, I love Ashanti, and I was introduced to her back in, I want to say high school, ninth grade, 10th grade. I don't know when she came out, but she was a part of, the Murder Inc. family with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti and who else? Charlie Baltimore, and I think that was it. But they had a ton of hits, they had a ton of songs, and I love Ashanti. Not as much as Beyonce, but I do love Ashanti. I love her music, and I find it very unfortunate that people are talking about her in the way that they are. So here is Ashanti and her Murder Inc. family. As you may know, if you grew up in back in my day, that Murder Inc., I guess they were doing some shady stuff, and her career suffered. I watched some interview she did where she talked about her career suffering and blah blah blah, but she's still working. She's still a working artist, and she does not look like the picture that you see right now. She has put on quite a bit of weight, but not like, it doesn't look bad. Some women can put on weight and it looks like, okay, it doesn't, her weight that she put on does not look bad. So now let's go ahead and examine the pictures that are bringing her a lot of free publicity, right? Because and I think that this is photoshopped, by the way, because I saw another picture and the space between her legs does not look that dark. What I want to say off the top is that this is not a flattering outfit. Apparently, this is her performing at a New York Fashion Week Pretty Little Thing event, and this looks tacky. This outfit looks terrible. Just whoever okayed this should be in trouble because it is not flattering. And then the dance moves that she's doing is just not flattering to her body. What I want you to do is go and find this video, or just look up Pretty Little Thing on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel, and they have the fashion show, which the entire show was actually pretty low budget to me, and they had some decent artists. Like, Ashanti deserves better. She deserves better than this. I'm sorry. I get if this is your line. I believe this is her line of stuff, but we could have done better. This line, I feel like, is some cheap stuff, and it looks cheap. It looks cheap. So Saweetie was there, and who's a Lil Kim. Oh my God. Just go watch the video because Lil Kim sounded out of breath, and just the whole production, somebody needs to be fired. I don't appreciate it because, number one, these artists deserve better, and it's just really cringy to watch. So go and watch it. And then it was cringy to watch Ashanti's performance because you can be sexy. I see people online talking about, oh, she's almost 40 and she's doing this and doing that and blah, blah, blah. You don't have to, age has nothing to do with being sexy because you can dress sexy as an artist. Now, I'm not wearing this anywhere. Where would I wear this? First of all, I've never ordered anything from Pretty Little Thing, and I never would. It's just not my style. But this looks like stripper wear, and that's okay if this is what strippers wear at the strip club, but this is Ashanti. She deserves better. You deserve better. Somebody should have said to her, okay, we are going to do something different for you, because here's the thing: when you are a more thicker woman, which I would say she's thick now, because there is a difference between being thick and overweight, okay, or fat. She's not that. She still is in your thick category, but when you have a certain body type, you need to wear more structured outfits, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So this outfit is an example of how you can be sexy and more, I think some people would call her plus size. I don't know how tall Ashanti is, but she's not like model-esque height type, but This outfit has more structure to it. She could have even taken it up on the leg, like she could have made it a shorter dress if she wanted to add a little more sex appeal. But this is structure. When you have more to carry, like when you have thicker thighs, you cannot be wearing stripper wear, because all of your stuff is gonna, you can't wear, okay, if you're at the strip club, if you are performing at the strip club, you can. This is okay. And this is obviously because I am the fashion police, and because you should listen to me, because I have all the tips on how to be appropriate in fashion. I really don't, but what I'm saying is that that outfit that she had on at the fashion show versus this, her first look looked cheap and she was falling out of it, and this looks more structured. It looks like, you know, it's not cheap, and I'm sure that it is not. The fashion show outfit had her falling all out and is what has made her look sloppy, you know. And so also I want to say, her and the thongs, nothing wrong with a woman that has more meat on her bones wearing thongs or whatever she wants to, but this would have never happened to like a Beyonce. That would never, and Beyonce has worn things similar, like I think it was that VMA performance where she had on the fishnets, and I think this was after she had her daughter, the first baby, and she was really proud of her body, and she wanted to show off. She was half dressed, her butt was out, she was bending over, she was being super sexy, doing everything that Ashanti was doing, but different body type, but more support and structure in the outfit. Again, you cannot have booty and thighs and you know, hips and all this stuff and put it into some cheap stripper outfit and then go dipping and popping it and doing all the stuff like she was doing at the fashion show. So let's read some of the things that people have been saying on Twitter. So is there a problem with the dark spot? No, honestly, we're going to talk about this hyperpigmentation in a second, because people are going in about her, that dark spot, and we'll talk about that in a second, which I feel is Photoshopped to make it look worse than it actually is. Someone says that outfit was trash, period. Don't defend your problematic views. You're an asshole. I'm sure yours is perfect. Oh, please. Somebody says she can get it. Is there, I mean, let's be honest. Ashanti looks good. And 38 is not old. Nobody should be looking broke down, busted, and raggedy and tired, no matter who you are at 38. I mean, come on. Someone says, sis, you posted these pics so that you can body shame Ashanti. Blah, blah, blah. Those dark spots between her thighs are natural amongst black women. Laugh out loud, sis. I'm sick of this shit too. Those dark spots are natural for black women, quote unquote. No, the F is not. Just say you use bad erasers and don't exfoliate and go. She got too much money and get paid too much money for her image to go out like this. Now, what I will say, like I said earlier in the video, the outfit is not flattering, and she deserves better than that, and she needs to fire everybody, because I've seen Ashanti just wear some things that look rather cheap and that don't flatter her. Those two bathing suits, the lime green one is still stripper-esque, like, but I guess that is the vibe. I saw an article saying that it is the Megan Thee Stallion type, and I do not like the way that girl dresses either. As a matter of fact, I don't like her just as an artist. I just don't. But this red pantsuit is a perfect example of how, listen, Ashanti looks good. You just have to dress for your body. You need to cover things that should not be shown, or okay. You don't have to cover things. Like, you don't have to not wear a bathing suit if you want to wear a bathing suit, but wearing proper things that properly support all the wagon you are dragging is all I'm saying. Okay, so here we go. Exhibit A. This is me. You know, I don't necessarily want to show you all this picture, but we're going to talk about hyperpigmentation. You see underneath my armpit, I don't use dirty razors, okay? But underneath my armpit is a little darker than my boob area, which is really weird because my boobs get more sun than my armpits. But that is just what it is. You can also see my lovely little stretch marks, but you can also see my very flat stomach. Yes, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, because I work hard for that, okay? And then you can also see I have a little cellulite on my butt. There are my stretch marks again, which I used to be very self-conscious about. I don't necessarily walk around like this, but I work out in a sports bra often because guess what? Nobody's perfect, and I'm proud of the fact that I carry 2 children inside this body, and then I snapped it back twice. So not many people can do that. So hyperpigmentation is normal for us brown and black girls. So cis and whoever, look at my stretch marks on my boobs, even with a filter, okay? Even with a filter, even with a filter and breast implants, I have stretch marks. Not one person on this earth, except for perhaps the Kardashians, because they're super plastic. And actually, I like their bodies. I think that if we had unlimited amounts of money to get the body that we wanted, you might be like Ashanti, because she obviously has money. She could go get lipo and whatever. You can tell she's not a huge fitness girl, but what's more beautiful is that this woman is embracing her body, and she looks better than, I'm sure, a lot of people that are talking about her. So let's just end this video just by saying that we love Ashanti, and people are sending a lot of free promotion over to this Pretty Little Thing campaign. I will not be buying because it looks very cheap, and I could probably get all that stuff over, on AliExpress.com, and I just don't wear stripper wear, out and about. But anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.